For today's look, I'm going to show you one of my favorite no makeup looks, just using your fingers. So if you're time poor, maybe you just want to get things done really quickly and you want dewy, glowy looking skin, this is the makeup for you. So there's 5 products for the face. So there'll be a cream highlighter, a concealer if you need it, and I'm also using 2 blush colors as well as our beautiful cream contour stick. There'll be 2 lip products and also 2 eye products that I'll be using. Of course, you don't need to use all of these products, but these are my favorites. So let's get started. The first product I'm going to use is the cream highlighter. Now, instead of using foundation today, I'm just using this. Now, I've got on my daily primer and I've also got a little bit of sunscreen on as well. It's up to you how you prepare your skin. All right, so just using my finger, I'm just going to scrape a little bit of this out. What I love about the cream highlighter is it has a little bit of coverage and it's super dewy looking. Now, I do avoid the areas that I've got large pores because this has a slight luminescence to it. So you don't want to enhance that, which obviously anything with a little bit of a luminescence can do. So I'm just avoiding the nose. I am taking it up a little bit under the eyes, putting a little bit on my eyelid area. Now, you could, of course, take this down to the neck and the décolletage if you want, but you can see that has just given a really beautiful dewy glow. Now, if you've got a darker skin, this may not be the product for you to pop all over your face. But for obviously those of you that have got a lighter skin like mine, then this is something you could definitely try just for that really nice no makeup look. All right, so the next product that I'm going to pop on is the concealer, and again I'm just using a finger to do this, and it's really just to touch up under my eyes and just this little bit of psoriasis that I have on my face. Now, to make it nice and quick, I just pop a little bit on each of my ring fingers and I focus on the inner part of my eye and the outer tear ducts just here, and I just blend it down just into this area, so it's kind of like a little C. I don't pop it here because we tend to smile. We'd like to think we smile, and it could crease. Any concealer can crease if you put too much there. So just enough to blend that out like that, a little bit on, a bit of psoriasis, and bam, that's gone. And I'm just going to put a little bit around my nose. Really massaging in the pores. Okay, and I'm just got a little bit of discoloration on my chin, so I'll just put a little bit there as well. Okay, perfect. That just looks so nice and dewy and glowy, just those 2 products. So if you wanted to, you could just at this point put your favorite blush on. Maybe you might want to put a little bit of bronzer on. That's up to you. But yeah, you could definitely just leave it at this point if you wanted to. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is put on some of the cream contour, just because I like to have a little bit of warmth. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this onto my forehead area. And then I'm just going to blend this with my ring fingers in a circular motion. And just avoid going too much into the hairline if you've got fair hair. So that's just really warm, giving that just a bit of a warm look to the skin. Now you could use it down your nose if you're wanting to minimize the size of your nose. You could put a little bit on underneath the cheekbones if you're wanting to create more enhanced looking cheekbones. But I've already got quite big cheekbones and I'm quite drawn, so I don't want to emphasize that by putting any more contour on today. I'm just going to use it around the forehead area. Okay, so the next product I'm going to use is the Cream Spring Blush, okay? And what I like to do for this particular technique is just get a little bit out with my finger and I pop it on this part of my hand and just rub it together. And starting from your apples, I just work up into the temple area. So no lower than midway through the nose. This gives a little bit of a facelift because you're just giving the color and you're lifting the color up into the cheeks and the temple area, giving the face a lifted look. And I'm just blending it around my cheekbones and up. And that's just such a nice, soft, baby pink color. I love that. Okay, then the next product I'll be using, and you can use any pop of color that you want, but I just am sticking to these really nice neutral, soft sort of pink colors. So the Summer Blush looks quite bright in the pot, but it is quite subtle once you put it on. You can build it up, of course, and I'm just putting a little bit on the apples just to give a little bit of life to the cheeks. The Spring I love because it's kind of an extension of your foundation, or in this case the illuminizer, and it just gives a little bit of a flush, a little bit of color. It gives a bit of a lift, but I like to then just put a pop of color on the apples. So it's all about creating the illusion of healthy skin, and that is giving color where it's needed, warmth where it's needed, and coverage where it's needed, and that's not necessarily all over. Okay, so there we go. I'm really happy with that nice, dewy, no makeup look. And then what I'll do now is just put on some mascara by curling my lashes first. And a little bit of, now you could put eyeliner on if you wanted to, you could put an eyeshadow on if you wanted to at this point, but I'm just putting on some mascara. So the primer helps to lengthen and fatten up those lashes, so it's great if you're starting to get shorter lashes, or even if you just want that extra length. Okay. And I'll just wait a couple of seconds for this primer to dry. Make sure you don't head out with just this on and forget about your mascara, because that could be quite interesting. All right, so now I'm popping on a bit of the mascara. Now you can use any mascara that you want. Don't forget these inner lashes just here. Now you could do a couple of coats of that. You could also pop a little bit on the bottom lashes, but I'm going to avoid the bottom lashes today, keeping it really nice and clean and no makeup looking. Okay, so the products that I'm going to use on my lips. Now, a little tip, you might want to pop a little bit of the Soothing Barrier Balm on first before you do your makeup, just to make sure your lips are really hydrated before you put your lipstick on. The lipstick I'm going to use is the Lilac. Now, of course, you could use a lip liner as well with the Lilac. I really like this because it's quite a natural baby pink without being too opaque. It's quite similar to our natural pink but lighter, and it's a really nice nude pink. Now you can of course wear something like a gloss over the top of this color. You even try say toffee or nude or one of the more nude brown based lipsticks as well. I'm going to pop on the Amal gloss. I'm really loving this baby pink just to really ramp up my lipsticks at the moment. And then the beauty of a gloss, of course, is that it gives the appearance of larger lips. So if you're wanting more fuller pout, then a lip gloss is definitely the way to go. It, of course, won't stay on as long as a lipstick, but it's definitely worth the look touching it up during the day. So there's my no makeup look. I will, of course, post the products that I have used in this video and enjoy. I look forward to seeing your no makeup look.